I'm sorry, I'm a little shaken up. I just watched a friend of mine die. I came from his wedding. And they break the glass, and I said, yeah, that's symbolic of all his hopes and dreams being crushed. Anyway, I am Frank Fiala, retired NYPD Sergeant. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I can tell you with confidence that when I worked, every night the people of New York City slept securely, knowing that I was on the day shift. I do remember my first call as a police officer, rookie cop. I get a call for people loitering on the corner. So I go marching over there. I said, let's go, you gotta leave. They look at me, they won't leave. I said, let's go, you gotta leave. And they won't leave. Patrol car pulls up, salty old cop comes marching up to me. He says, you having a problem here, kid? I said, yeah, I can't get these people off the corner. He said, because it's a bus stop. One of the best days of my career, though, was when I got to deliver a baby, and I get to the house, and this very pregnant woman is screaming, the baby's coming. And I take a look, and sure enough, the baby's coming, but it was breech. So I get my hands in there, and she's pushing, and I'm pulling and twisting. Baby comes out, send her off to the hospital in the ambulance. And 2 weeks later, she walks into the precinct. I said, are you here to thank me? She said, no, I found your watch. Thank you. I'm married, I have 2 children, and I can tell you, if you wish to punish your children or grandchildren, do not take away their iPad. Take away the charger. And then you'll watch the blood drain from their faces. They're trying to conserve the battery. You should see the look on my wife's face when I take away her batteries. Now my daughter, she's 10, and the other day I had to run some errands, and she said, can I just stay home and rent a movie? I said, absolutely. I come home, a couple hours later, I said, what did you rent? She said, Daddy, I rented 50 Shades of Grey. I said, but don't worry, I didn't like it. The book was so much better. And my son, he's 16, and he's a good kid. Every once in a while I gotta borrow some money from him. And it's not a problem, it's then he hounds me to pay him back. I don't mind paying him back, I just think it's ridiculous the amount of points he charges. And then of course he's got the nerve to ask me for new clothes. I say, are you kidding me? When I was your age, all I got were hand-me-downs. And my sister's clothes never quite fit right. So as I said, I am married, and my wife and I just celebrated 10 happy years together. Thank you. We've been married for 20, but thank you. And she is here tonight, and I do appreciate her support, because it's always good to see her laughing outside the bedroom. Although it's very interesting over the 20 years, because, you know, last week I came home and she's got another man's penis in her hands. I said, what is going on here? She goes, it's not what you think. I'm holding it for a friend. So, yeah, it's not easy. So we just bought a new bed, $7,000 for a sleep number bed, and I still can't get a 69. And she wasn't feeling well. Last week she wasn't feeling well. I said to her, you know, honey, sex is the best medicine. She says, you are absolutely right. The problem is I need long lasting and you're fast acting. And she might be right though, because now that I've gotten older, I find my body doesn't react like it used to. I need some help from the little blue pills. Aleve. So now that I've retired, my wife thought that life would be a little less regimented. But I like my schedule. 6:30's dinner, 6:40's cleanup, 6:50's our quiet time, 6:51 we're back downstairs waiting for Jeopardy. And then we went to a wedding, matter of fact today, and she said, oh look, I think that's my gynecologist. So I go over, I tap him on the shoulder. I said, how you doing, sir? I understand you've also seen my wife's vagina. You're her doctor? The guy looks at me and says, yes, but you realize I'm your mailman. I'm retired now. I'm a real estate agent, and had a little trouble transitioning from real estate to, from police department to real estate. At the open house, I probably shouldn't have been patting everybody down. And then I'm not good with technology, so I accidentally uploaded all my listings and linked them to a porn site. But everybody loves my virtual tours. And then my manager was very happy when I ran into her office. I said, Linda, I just realized that my computer can be used for more than just Facebook, email, and porn. She said, yes, real estate. I said, no, online gambling. So my son, he just got his learner's permit. He was all excited. So I said, come on, Nick, let's get in the car. We're driving down the road. Car hits a curb, through some bushes, knocks over a fence. Thank God he wasn't driving. Then I had to renew my driver's license, so I went to the motor vehicle, and the woman says, can you read the eye chart? I said, of course I can read the eye chart. E-M-I-L-Y. And she said, that's real good, sir, but that's not the eye chart. That's my name tag. My son had to see the sex ed film at school the other day. So I said, Nick, how was the film? What'd you think of it? He goes, not as good as your virtual tours. I grew up in a traditional Italian household. My mother never left the house, except on Saturdays. She had to go to confession. I said, what is my mother doing all week long that she has to go to confession every Saturday? Well, we found out why. She'd been using jarred sauce. Tell you what irritates me is when people clap when a plane lands. It's not a magic trick. It's supposed to land. Or at the end of a movie, it makes no sense. Well, my wife claps every time I leave the house. And I really hate it when she claps after sex, because I can hear her when I'm downstairs watching television. Oh, you know my wife. Actually, one time she clapped for sex after we had sex, and I wasn't sure if it was because I did a good job or because I was finished. And then she got up, so I thought I was getting a standing ovation when she walked out. My wife is a court reporter, so she runs our bedroom like it's a courtroom. Whenever we're gonna have sex, she tells me, all rise. Enter into evidence exhibit A. When she's finished, she tells me court is adjourned. So the other day I said, I'm gonna initiate sex. So I stood at the end of the bed naked. That's right, ladies, take it in. I said, honey, court is in session. I'm going to enter into evidence exhibits D-I-C-K. She sits up and she looks at me and she says, you know I don't work small claims court. That's my time, everybody. I'm Frank Fiella. Thank you.